And welcome once again to High Vibe Channeling on this June 7th, 2026. And for our first session, we have Travis Perry, who is an open contact facilitator who channels a whole bunch of beings. I got a list here. Eric, Akasha, Cheryl, Scarlett, Tasha, and her brother Mike, Damien, Sid the Reptilian, Zal the Sasani, and
Okay. At this rate, just getting a mouthful of a lot of names.
yeah, and there may be more coming in. Who knows? You're always
Actually, I'm eventually. I have one avian, and I have one. And I have one. I want to try to connect with a mantid being, and I'm going to attempt to try to connect with one of them.
cool tonight, or
Not tonight.
okay.
I haven't practiced that yet. It hasn't been. I usually like to practice first to facilitate their energy.
Make sure you can handle it all right. That's a
Well,
wise decision.
yes, well, today I already have someone I'm already bringing through. It's already been planned. I think being already planned. But
Cool. Well, we'll let you do your thing, and thank you, Travis, for gracing our presence once again. Come on down.
hello. It's nice to be speaking with you today.
And welcome. And is this Tasha again?
No,
Are we going to play a guessing game? Akasa?
no, someone new.
Oh, well, there's no sense me throwing out names then because there are millions of them. Thank you and welcome.
You already talked about me last time.
The Hybrid Child?
You said you wanted to plan for Hybrid Child next time.
I know, but dreams do come true. Thank you so much. This is very exciting. What can you tell us about yourself and your day and what you're doing?
I go by the name Scarlett. Approximately 13 years old.
Is that your time or our time?
Based on Earth years, I'm 13 years old. You consider me in the 13s, basically a teenage years. That's based on your perception of time.
Thank you.
You would perceive me as a teenager.
Wonderful. Do you have a message for us?
Have fun and play.
That definitely works for me. When you do your lessons, how many children are in your basic lesson groups, even though you're all connected telepathically?
Approximately Some slight bit over a dozen.
So, are you on a ship?
Yes, I'm on a mothership from the IL, considering.
Okay, excellent. And I appreciate all of these details. How many hybrid children would you say are on that ship, on the mothership?
Well, there are over 2 dozen hybrid children on this ship. About approximately 50.
Okay. And are you looking forward to coming to Earth and fulfilling your missions?
Integration, yes.
Okay. What do you know what your role is going to be in integration?
My role,
Yeah. Besides play and have fun?
mostly it's mostly to do with helping helping humans see their inner child.
Cool.
It's mostly a reflection. I'm reflecting the energy that they would love to perceive within themselves.
That's a great way to put that. Cool. So I know that there are many different tasks. Some are going to help humans acclimate and integrate the various technologies that come in as well.
Hmm.
So that would be something that more other hybrid children other than yourself would be involved with.
Yes,
Okay.
there's integration. It's integration and blending into civilization. There is the aspect of the six hybrid race that will happen down the line.
Yes, the Anonica.
Yes, and the hybrid children are part of that blending.
Yes, the Shalanaya.
And you already are aware of that idea, then you already know some of the stuff that is going to be happening in the near future.
I certainly hope so because I channel my own groups of hybrid children and they are quite delightful and they've made a home in my heart and many others.
Yeah,
And that,
we heard you create a book based on what we can see in the channel's memories.
yes, and it's well
The
received so
channel's
far.
interested.
Oh, cool. He can get a copy.
Yeah,
Ma-
he will look into that.
Okay, yeah, maybe him and Corey can get one and read it together.
Hmm.
The audio or listen to it because I'll be working on the audio book too. I'm hoping that'll be
Yeah,
finished by the end of July.
Corey prefers audio style books that read to him, so he doesn't have to.
Stop playing games.
Or no, he jumbles over words.
Oh, okay.
It re, doesn't want to keep repeating words and getting them wrong. He wants to actually hear it so he understands it.
Hey, we all learn differently, so whatever's best for him.
Hmm.
I said we all learn differently, so whatever's best for him.
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I misunderstood that. Are you in telepathic communication with animals on our planet?
I do.
Do you know what, can you tell us which ones?
based on the idea of certain specific animals that are closely related to the idea is that the name that I have is related to the idea of foxes and the scarlet nature.
Oh, cool. I love foxes. We have one in our neighborhood that I see on a regular basis. It's always a gift.
Hmm.
Excellent. Can
Yep.
can you talk about the holographic way which you learn your lessons?
Well, there's a mixture. Some of it is through meditation, visualization. Some of it is through enhanced technological simulations that allow us to fully immerse ourselves into the experiences.
Cool. And that's much more in depth than what we experience here on the planet because you guys can actually hear and have tactile senses of what you're touching in those, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just like the Star Trek holograms that they have, the holodecks.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Is there anything that you would like to know about us?
Mm, what's your favorite animal?
All of them, whichever one I happen to see at that moment, because I'm so enraptured with being able to experience any nature, animal, or insect which comes into my view or experience. My heart beats faster and my love just pours out because it's such a gift.
Wonderful.
I'm glad you like that. It makes life a lot more joyous for me, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do most hybrid children have a specific mentor or teacher like you
Some
do?
I do. I do in
Yes.
particular. The one that Travis channeled before, Tasha, is like a
Yes.
mentor to me.
Okay. But it's not necessarily required. It's just how that
No,
relationships
it's
develop.
mostly a bond that I formed with the teacher as like a parental figure.
Okay. That's great. Yeah, because I know, people have asked the hybrid children when I was channeling them, do you want to meet your parents? And they're like, I have hundreds of parents, thousands of parents, because they're all helping me. And biology doesn't determine parental roles. It's the relationships which determine parental roles. Would you agree with that?
Yes, that's why that's why Tasha is the closely one that teaches me most of the time. Where there are others, Tasha is the one that's the most part.
Cool. What race would you say is the most unusual that you have connected with?
Most unusual. Hmm. I gotta choose between one of the unusual races I connected with. Hmm.
You must be sorting through a lot of beings.
Yes, and there are races I've connected with that are to do with that are considered particularly like I connected with some races that are considered like liquid, but liquid that's been densified into a way that can densify itself into a solid.
Wow.
Yes, and there are, and this is, and you wanted an unusual race. Well, I gave you one that's the most alien that you can think of.
Wow.
A
That
race that a race that can bend its matter into liquid and solid.
wow. So it's more like a shape shifter. They can change into any form, you would say?
In a way, yes, but they usually, depending on the take on the shape of their environment they're interacting with.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you have a particular name for them? I know humans are hung up on labels, so
Humans are hung up on labels, huh? Eh. Well, for an alien race such as them, it's I will have to give it. I will have to translate and give an English name that you will be able to call them by, even if they don't go by names.
correct. I understand that. And if they don't have a name, then that's fine too. It's just fascinating information.
Hmm. Well, let's start with a simple name. A name that you can call them by. I will say at this time you can call them morphers
Oh, cool.
because they do more than just change shape. They morph into that.
Cool. So are you coming to Earth in the
Yes,
in the first wave or subsequent waves?
roughly the first wave, but there might be some altercations depending on what happens.
Okay, because I know Bashar had indicated there's going to be 333 in the first wave, but that does not include all of the ones that are already on the planet.
Yes, as you can tell, I'm not on the planet.
No, otherwise you wouldn't be on the ship. Are you in telepathic communication with the hybrid children on the planet?
We are, in some way, only if it's only we're always connected, but we only
Right.
communicate if there is a need to or a message to be given. For we communicate with them in a way that allows us to guide in some way.
Okay. And vice versa, I would assume.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to let somebody else talk, but thank you very much, Scarlett. I'll be back, I promise.
Okay.
Greetings to you, Scarlett. Lovely to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you as well.
Mm, Um, I would like to ask you, what is your favorite place on the mothership? Could you describe it for us?
Mostly a park-like area that has like a pathway. There are trees in different directions. It's a mm, it's like a park. I would give you the closest representation of similarities to closely like Central Park in some way, where there's different paths and with nature in those paths.
Thank you. I think it would be my favorite place as well. And are there also animals in it?
Only if we do have some animals, but that's only if the that's all. But usually, usually depends on whether there is a need for them. As we normally we do have some types of birds that are on the ship that interact with the environment to make it more lively.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you. And also to answer your question, I have always loved cats because they are so magical and mystical. And I do love all animals, but I do have my favorites, which are cats and also all types of lizards and frogs.
I do love all animals, and even though I mostly have been connecting through the idea of certain animals like foxes and stuff like that,
Mm.
depending on the connection with certain aspects of my personality. But
Mm.
yes, I love all animals.
Yes, me too. So when you're not learning things, what do you like to do for fun?
Do I like to do for fun? I mostly like I do a lot of play. I like to be out in the park sometimes, or I sometimes like to play with the idea of the simulations to see places I am excited to see that are different.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Thank you for sharing.
Uh, I have a little bit of a different question, Scarlett, and thank you. Just if you know, Ki- I'm kind of curious about dark matter because I know everything we experience is inside our soul, in a densified portion of our soul. That's all of our realities.
Hmm.
Can you explain the purpose and what dark matter may be to us, please?
Mostly the dark side of you, the shadow. The sea
Oh,
within the universe is a reflection of the shadow within the soul, because the soul contains everything inside it.
okay.
So
So,
it's a reflection of the shadow within you.
okay, now, so I guess it's the ratio of dark matter to the matter we can perceive depends on the amount of shadows or negative, lower vibrational energies.
Yes, the more shadow, the more dark matter. The less shadow, the less you. When you integrate a shadow, it'll be kind of more of a merging, where the way perception works in higher frequencies is different than it works in your frequencies, because perception changes when you raise your vibration to a certain level.
Cool. So are you able to see our ratio of dark matter or something like that? I know we're all rather high
I
vibe.
scan your field and I can see there are certain numbers of dark matter based on the certain numbers of humans that choose the more of a negative experience. But yes, we can perceive the dark matter ratio in some aspect based on the channel's experience with this universe.
Cool. So would you be able to do that for those of us in attendance here tonight?
It's dependent on the most of you have a are in a state of high, I'll just call this light matter, where you can perceive than more of the ratio that other humans cannot perceive at this time.
Cool. That's kind of what I expected because, if you're locked into your 3D identity and you don't believe that there are other beings out there, then you're really not going to be able to effectively communicate not only with those beings, but with the other portions of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's one of the things we're transforming on our planet. Cool. So, are you familiar with the hybrid child that Corey channels?
Yes, we are friends. Why?
Okay,
We one of the ones I interact with a lot.
cool. I thought so, but I'm just trying to verify this because everybody else was not privy to that conversation earlier, perhaps. And the
Mm,
people who are watching on video might find it interesting. I think it would be interesting if we could have you both channel at the same time. What do you think about that?
hmm. If you set up that way, then that would work. It would be a cooperative play. So yes, it will definitely work, but it's only if the setup. We are excited to interact with you in general, so if you choose this way, we will do it. We will follow along.
Cool. Well, maybe after we get a little farther in, maybe Corey would give us that little treat and he can bring his hybrid child in that he channels as well. Would you be okay with that, Scarlett?
Be okay with Roy bringing his hybrid child in?
Yeah. So we could have two people channeling wonderful beings, hybrid children, unconditional love examples for us to follow at the same time.
Mm, sure.
Okay. Well, Corey's listening in, so we'll see if we can get a few more questions in first, if you don't mind. And we really appreciate this.
Yep.
Now, do hybrid children have auric fields like humans do?
On a much more perceptive level, yes, but it's on a higher frequency, so its perception to you would be on more of a auric field that is like a blinding light at on your level at you experience it as now.
Cool. And that is what significantly affects humans when they're in close proximity to you because we interpret that higher vibrational energy as love. So we will automatically love you if you get close to us, correct?
Yes.
I'm just verifying because I love that aspect. It's so endearing. And thank you for giving that answer too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Um, Now the hybrid children that I channel came out and told me, I believe it was last October, that it had been decided that anyone who channels can channel a hybrid children or the hybrid children because any being who comes through in channeling would love the hybrid children and would love to pass that experience on to another human. Do you agree with that?
Anyone can channel us. Anyone, it's more of a shifting of frequency and resonance that allows you to connect.
Cool. So basically, as long as they get to that vibration, then they can tap into that love energy which you are.
Yes, it's mostly connected with resonance. You resonate at that level, you can connect with us.
Cool. Something to work on, people. We love that. Now, are you into, I know in our physical universe, I know that the spirit realm are those other densities that are be, unperceptible by, in a great, or a portion of it is greatly unperceptible
For
in our
now.
physical reality, right? But are you in touch with other universes as well? Or are you just focused on this one?
Well, the entire idea of a multiverse exists in a different way than perceived. Like, considering there are infinite upon infinite versions of Earth, you could say each of those Earths are their own individual universe in some aspect, based on the timeline and the perception. There are other realities that are considered other universes, but there are also, let's just give it the idea that everything's infinite, and I can perceive certain number of them, but I at this moment I choose to perceive this one, but I do perceive other ones.
Okay. I really like that answer. Thank you very much for bringing that forth. Do you have any um advice, I mean, other than play more and love more and emulate you more, any message for us? I know I asked you that at the beginning, but after interacting, I was wondering if something might have popped up.
A message. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, let's see. Be one with the all aspect of yourself that encompasses everything that you are within the cosmic existential scale.
Cool. So that entails not only learning about more of that and being curious, but then loving what we find.
Hmm.
Excellent. So and I know you cover a wide variety of lessons, um, and studying space-time coordinates, is that part of that?
We understand the idea of frequency and space-time coordinates, so yes.
Okay, but you don't actually have to worry about plotting them at this time because you're not
No,
allowed to drive the ships.
at least not right now.
Because it came through the last time that Corey channeled that sometimes there are mishaps or miscommunications because the time-space coordinates don't exactly align. And I think that's kind of interesting as well.
Hmm.
I mean, there are no infallible beings. So, would you agree with that?
Yes.
So, no matter what density or level that consciousness is exploring, they can still make mistakes or have misunderstandings, I guess is a better way.
Yes, but their perception changes. They don't perceive them as mistakes. They perceive them as lessons to be learned and integrated.
Right. That's just a human judgment that's coming through my 3D reality. But thank you for correcting me on that.
Yeah. So the only difference is the perception of them. They don't, and there is no criticizing about mistakes, and no downgrading about mistakes. They usually learn things from them, and
Correct.
those lessons they learn. allows them to integrate those lessons within themselves.
Okay, and I know that, or in my experience and learning, you guys don't sleep. You are still mentally active, even you just call it regeneration time, something like that, correct?
In some way, yes, we don't sleep the way you do, but we do sleep in some way. We do. It's more of an active learning lesson. Our sleep is more of, it's not like you automatically fall asleep. We actually can choose if we want to enter a much deeper layer, and that's where we go.
Oh, cool. Because the Hybrid Children I channel said that when they do that, they're freer. They have no physical, um, I guess, reality to match it from. So they are totally free of any physical attributes during that time.
Well, that's because the aspect of us is you're connecting with the physical aspect of a higher realm, while we're connecting with a higher non-physical level.
Cool. So I guess you're in touch with your spirit realm in that way, correct?
Yes, we're in touch with the non-physical aspect of ourselves in that way.
Okay, what do you call that non-physical aspect of yourself? Or do you?
We mostly have, it's mostly considered the true version of ourselves.
I like that definition. So you would, I mean, for us, our soul and our energy being would be the truer version of ourself. That's the way I look at it.
Yes, for this is only the creation of the soul, and the soul is the truer version of yourself. So in that way, the higher aspects is the truer version.
And would you say that there are different densities of souls?
Depending
Or,
on the level, yes, in perception you can perceive it that way, but that's only a perception as the soul exists on a higher level. But then again, the soul, there are also higher levels like the oversoul that you can perceive.
okay. And it and so I get this right. And I'm imagining the overall oversouls create the souls, which then create the beings that are within that soul group.
Yes,
Okay.
the oversoul is the creation of of it can see the entire tapestry of everything that existed within you.
Cool. And I believe that Bashar said there each an oversoul may hold 30,000 souls. Is that correct?
Oversoul contains certain number of souls as as is encompassing all one encompassing. So it can one oversoul can contain 30,000. Some can contain more or less.
Okay. I guess it just depends on what they desire because when we think of life forms, we have no idea of the energy that is imbued within not only creating them and their reality, but they can be far in expanse of what is used to create us, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. I'm curious because I had an experience where I was put in touch with um, a counterpart world that I have an underdeveloped female in, and the person who was in charge or took charge of that planet came and visited and spent a couple days with me. And in 24 hours, they had not only learned, they did not know what a book was, And in 24 hours, they had learned the entire history of of humanity. And they said that they could create a machine which would read my thoughts and create a book. So I'm assuming is that level of intelligence. I know from our point of view, we do it all in a linear timescape, but that learning can take place outside of time and make it seem ridiculously fast for us. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you think that's what happened in that case? Because the planet was called Escadiah, or the planet was called S, the beings were called Escadiah.
The perception is different. Every race has their own unique way, as everything is unique in the aspect. So, yes, there are different aspects. Trust what the information is taught you and learn from it.
It taught me to be amazed because we really have no idea or an extremely small amount of what is possible. Not all, the diversity of beings is infinite.
Diverse. Mhm.
I mean, and obviously, since all that is or source does not allow any duplicates because everything is new, then even amongst races, every being is different, correct?
Yes,
I mean, would you say that clones are different as well?
depending on how the clone is created, but yes, they are different and unique in their own way.
Yes. I mean, because everything has was what I learned as a primal pulse, and that everything has a different primal pulse. So they can be differentiated if need be at other levels.
Hmm.
Cool. That's so neat. Do you guys have cycles, what you would determine as linear cycles? I mean, I know you age and then you mature, but not at the same rate that we do.
It's more fluid and multidimensional and much different than yours.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, humans have 7 year cycles that are very prominent in our development. And just about every 7 years, we make shifts and change, from my understanding.
Hmm.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to mention something on that. And I have found that true looking back at my life. And then when I hit 63, I started my channeling journey. And I thought that was amazing that I had made that transition. I'm really looking forward to whatever happens when I get to 70, but I'm not losing, the focus on my current moment and open contact. And I'm really not looking forward more than that, other than visualizations. And I know there wasn't a question in there, but can you give us your impression on light language,
It's a
please?
universal language that allows you to connect with the concept of all that is in many different forms, the true essence of everything, the translation of the soul language within the aspect and physical reality.
Wow, that was fabulous. I'm gonna have to catch that on the transcript so I can get that. That'd make a great bumper sticker. Thank you very much, Scarlett.
Mhm.
Are there anything that we experience that you find puzzling? And I know when you find things that are puzzling, you like to play with those, but
Anything that you experience that you found puzzling?
mhm.
I find puzzling. All the chaoticness on your planet is what I find puzzling.
Okay. Because I know the ones that I channel, like, are the humans that worship grass and that we have boundaries of countries, they found those just ridiculous
Yeah.
because they're so
Well,
unnecessary.
for me, what I find puzzling is the level of violence and the extremeness that you experience on your planet.
Okay. And I'm glad we have loving individuals like yourself who are going to come and help us break that trend and to evolve into a new species of human. Do you guys refer to us as Homo galacticus, our next evolution?
Well, that's your next evolution, but we do experience you as Homo galacticus. We also see the true you that you don't see in yourself at this time.
Okay, so you're viewing our total selves, including most of our alternate timelines or that sort of thing as well.
Yes, so we can perceive the true you that encompasses the actual authenticity of you.
And would you say that's mostly through our auric field? I mean, I know you have several different methods of perception that we don't.
Mm, you just don't know you have those perceptions at this time because you're taught to forget. But yes, we can perceive it through your auric field, but we also have other ways as well as connecting with certain humans that will also help us perceive it in this way.
Oh, very interesting. So, what percentage, if you could, of your education is done from your teachers, and what percentage would be from individuals who are not teachers? The watchers is what they call them for me.
Mm, roughly, we usually create this from a balanced experience. So we usually like to at least keep it even in the way. So some lessons get to learn. And yes, I have been on trips to Earth for training lessons. So yes, I would go about roughly 50, maybe give or take, maybe a little bit more with Tasha, but it's mostly close to the evenness with others.
Okay. I'm just curious. That was one of the items that I didn't have in my repertoire of facts about hybrid children, and I'm fascinated with them. Are there hybrid children who are working with our governments?
Not the way you perceive it, but we do. But they are aware that we exist.
Okay.
And yes, there is a working with some of the hybrids, the extraterrestrials that are walking among you that work directly with certain individuals within the government and science team.
Okay. And
Those hybrids are the ones that will be introduced to you first, but we are part of the hybrid children that will be introduced to you first will be mostly the ones on the planet. It will all be revealed in the upcoming years.
okay, and those hybrids are they the Shalaniah like you are? Or are you talking about the
These
Pleiadian?
hybrids are in particular are a blend of human and extraterrestrial genetics, and yes, they are perceived, but they are very human looking, but they walk among you. They make sure you guys don't recognize them. So when they're introduced, you'll be able to interact with them at your own rate.
Aha. That'll help ease us into them.
Yes, this has all been confirmed by Bashar and others, including Daryl Anka. But yes, we just want to relay this to you from what was given through the other channels, that just in case you need a little refresher.
Oh, okay.
But we also added a little bit information that I said that the hybrids are a blend of human extraterrestrial. That's already been confirmed, and that they're working among individuals, and that they have abilities. But yet their connection with us is still there, and the ones that hybrid children will be introduced to you first will be those that already exist within your planet, and then we will be introduced.
Fabulous. I'm so looking forward to that. And if it's okay with you, Scarlett, and this has been a fantastic interaction, and we all are really grateful that you have chosen to come through, Travis, and delight us in this way. But I'm hoping that Corey can actually bring in the other hybrid child now, if he is willing to do so. Are you in connection with his hybrid child now? Maybe you can help prompt him and let him know, hey, let's do this, if you would. I just think it would be very exciting to have two adorable hybrid children coming together who are friends at the
All right,
same.
all right, Corey, you can, if you don't mind.
And he may take a moment to get into the right frame of mind, we will say, or vibrational state. And do you guys have anything that you keep yourselves that is physical?
Do we have anything? What?
That you keep as physical? I mean, I keep books, lots of people keep clothes.
We don't really own certain things. We usually share them.
Okay, that was my impression. So, and if you are in connection with Corey's hybrid child, I'm not sure what the name of that being is, or I would use it.
Corey will be the one giving the name. I'm refraining from giving the name
Oh,
myself, since Corey will be the one to channel outlet, and he usually likes to bring the entity through, and then the entity introduces her.
I, I understand that, but I was just curious as to how long it might be since you're in connection with them, or him or her. I don't really need a name, but I just was curious about how long I need to keep talking before we can have that fantastic event come to fruition.
Is Corey still there?
He is, but he's muted and he doesn't have his video on, so I can't perceive him.
Hmm.
So it will happen. We'll know when he comes on. So, and
Yes.
hopefully he's in the process. Do,
Well, he might either be there, or he might actually be in the bathroom.
oh, well, either way, he deserves his privacy.
Yes. Well, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he could be.
So, do you look forward to having children?
Having children?
Yes, if that is in your plan.
Maybe down the line.
Okay. So you really haven't given it much thought because you're more wrapped up in the now moments.
Yes, I haven't given it much thought because it's mostly focused on learning and playing.
Okay. That's interesting, but it's very appropriate. We're more focused on the future and not enough of us, in my estimation, are thinking about positive future to help bring that in. But that just popped into my head, so it, like many things do, it just popped out of my mouth. And thank you for that information.
Okay. Hmm.
And is there a place, I know you mentioned before about you like the exciting places. Is there a place on Earth that you're looking forward to visiting? Besides my house, anyway.
Hmm. I would give or take Japan and maybe Central Park with this see how similar it is to the park I exhibit on the mothership.
Oh, cool. Would you be able to speak Japanese?
Mm, in a way, if I connect directly with humans, I could translate Japanese, depending on all you need to do is connect to the energy field.
Excellent. And that's new information for me too. I appreciate it. Um, if Corey does not bring in the other hybrid child now, would you be willing to come back once she connects or he connects?
Corey, are you still there?
He has not responded and he is still
I'm
muted.
still here.
Okay.
Okay, where were you?
Sorry, I was doing a little bit of something.
Doing
Okay.
a little bit of something. Did you hear the conversation?
Yeah, I heard the conversation.
And you also heard the aspect of you bringing in Sunny while simultaneously while Travis is channeling me.
Yep, I heard all about that.
Yes, this is something Ray wanted to try.
Are we trying that this session or a different session?
Uh, I'm hoping right now if you would be accommodating.
So this session, he's definitely looking forward to it. This session.
Oh,
That's why he wanted to get your attention. But take your time to get ready.
okay.
Wonderful. Do Scarlett, do you have heroes?
Do I have heroes? No. Well, I do enjoy perceiving your heroes on your planet, but no.
Oh, the hero, I
In the
mean,
way we can perceive, in the way we can perceive ourselves as our own heroes. If you think about that, you are your own hero.
I love that. Yeah, that's a great way to put it and a great concept for us to think about. I mean, I have a large ego, so I don't have any problems with that at all.
Well, we're not saying you can't enjoy other superheroes. We're just saying the greatest hero you can perceive is yourself.
Oh, and Corey is muted, but he is still coming in.
Yeah, well, give him time.
Oh, absolutely. All the time that he needs. I mean, this is a special event. We're
Special.
all, we're all
Yes.
just very excited.
Since you are gonna be away.
Heck yeah, this hasn't happened on high vibe channeling before.
Hmm. Okay. trying to look through the channel's memory, see if he can fill
Is
himself up.
everybody there?
We are here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
I'm Sunny. I love everything that has to do with nature and flora and fauna, and just everything I love about nature is always glorious.
Okay.
Excellent.
Definitely.
So how much time would you say that you spend with Scarlett, Sonny?
I would say we spend a lot of time together. I mean, we are best friends.
Is it common to have a one-on-one relationship for best friends like that for you guys?
Well, not common, but I'd consider. I say best friends because we're always spending time together.
It always depends on how the relationship manifests.
Excellent. Yeah, we lose sight of that because even though we are synchronous beings and that's all we experience, it's not the way that we normally look at our lives. So thank you for that. Sonny, do you have anything that you would like to tell us? Any message?
I would say love nature, love life, and live happy.
Oh. Hmm.
That's a bumper sticker if I ever heard one. I can definitely do that. I try to do that most of the time anyway.
Mhm.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Sonny?
I am 14 years old and I love everything that has to do with anything nature related, flora, fauna, and all types. I love all types of weather. Everything in nature is stupendously breathtaking.
Cool. So, do you have anything about Earth which you prefer more than other things? Obviously, the nature.
I love Earth's flowers. So many colors, and they're all so beautiful, and they smell so good.
Yay. You would love my yard then, because I have about 1,000 flowers blooming.
Really?
Yes, it's a passion of mine.
Oh my God, I would love to see your yard.
Well, you can, I don't know, if I connect through my hybrid children, I can probably do that with my eyes open. Would you be able to get an idea of what my yard looks like?
Yeah, totally.
Looks like we're going to have to set that up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Wow, something for the future. I'm liking
Yep.
this. I'm getting goosebumps. This is wonderful. It's because my hybrid children are here too.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that they would like to come in as well, but we need to give you your time as well, Sonny.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but they are, they are listening in since this is part of the connection of the telepathic or telepathic connection.
This is a first time event.
Yes, it is in many ways. And I am very grateful for you and for Scarlett and for Travis and for Corey. This is fantastic.
Yes, it is.
So, have you guys learned how to take care of little humans, our babies?
I've been taking some lessons on that.
Oh,
Yeah, one of our lessons. It's also have lessons to understand biology, technology, and aspects of human, including raising a family.
cool. Yeah, because babies are messy.
Well, we understand that.
Well, some humans are messy too, so I can't just limit
We
it
also understand that as well, since we also perceive the channel's mind and understand that he likes to leave his room a mess sometimes.
Wonderful. I'm curious. I know that you are in telepathic connection with your teachers and other beings as soon as you are biologically able to make that connection, correct?
Yes.
While you're still
Yes.
in the artificial womb. Do you know about how long it takes for that to happen from your creation to being able to communicate telepathically?
It's almost immediate in a sense. We understand what they are saying in ways that you believe your infants don't understand, but in a way it's an understanding. But we have but when we grow to a certain level, we then communicate back to them in a way that is more of a fluent way that allows to be more cohesive.
I was gonna say in an instant, actually, but yeah, that about covers it.
Okay.
That's what literally I said.
Yay. Now, so about how long would you be in the artificial womb before you're communicating back?
Before
You, I mean, I know you're responding to the telepathic connections, but you're not able to send right away, correct? You're only able to receive.
we receive them and we feel them, so when we are growing, we also keep them with us. So we
Yeah,
already know them.
kind of like the learning curve almost.
Okay.
We absorb the emotions, speech patterns, psychology from the interactions we have with the level of interaction with our specific people that are raising us.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
It's a
Cool.
psychic function that where we can absorb information much faster than you can.
Yep. Lickety split.
I don't doubt that at all. What would you say is the biggest difference between you two, besides your 1 year age difference?
1 year age difference.
The thing is he likes to go to the park. I more or less just like to sit around near the garden near where I stay.
So we do both like nature, but we perceive it, but we do things differently in nature that we.
Cool. So basically, the differences are small, you would say.
The differences are small. We have a joyous personality. We do. The only reason I'm able to translate more information is only based on the channel's perception of things and perception of our information to resonate. But the channel, but the but the one that Corey tries, the personality Corey decides to translate is more of the playfulness and the childlike personality. So you basically get one that gives more information and one that has a more exciting and enthusiastic personality.
I just can't guess which one is which.
I was going to say, because you're both exciting and enthusiastic. So it's a delight on our end to experience you both and separately as well.
Yes, but you're only experiencing aspects of us at this moment.
Yes. And well, we all, I mean, even you wonderful ladies, none of us ever experience more than a portion of our of the overall beings of anyone we connect with.
Interesting.
Yes.
Because we're unable to perceive the wholeness of beyond like the oversoul level. What would you call that level?
The oversoul is like a higher frequency of the soul level. It's a level that connects the souls to. There is a soul that operates the encompassing idea of the all that is, the infinite frequency of all that is, likes to break itself off into smaller pieces. Some of them are bigger than others, but they get smaller each time until the soul decides to create the physical piece.
I just call it the higher soul.
Okay, so you would go soul, higher soul over soul, higher soul, Sonny?
Well, it goes more than that, but yes, this higher soul is like an overall encompassing arc. It's the encompassing all that is that connects every living thing, including every individual soul, every souls, every collective, everything in one.
So where would the archangels fit in there from our point of view, or your point of view, actually?
Where would what?
We have archangels,
Archangels
archetypes.
are in the angelic realm, which is below the higher soul.
Oh, interesting.
It's one below the higher soul, so it's like an angelic realm that perceives. Some of you have connected with this realm, but in a way, the perception you perceive more human-like, but yet the angelic realm is an entirely encompassing, energetic, high-frequency, non-physical realm that is encompassing the. It's supposed to be a direct descent. It's supposed to be a direct offshoot of the higher soul, which brings itself down, allows itself to encompass itself. In that way, the way you perceive those mantis beings, they actually come from the realm, a direct offshoot of a perceptive realm that is slightly above the angelic realm, but below the higher. It's like an individuated creation. Mantids are made to are manifestations of a higher frequency that allows the encompassing frequency that is descended directly from the higher soul.
I think it's something like an in-between area between the lower soul and the higher soul.
Cool. That is so cool. And I know they get a bad rap
They
because
get they only perceive what they are perceived as, but the individual it's only the physical personalities that perceive them as bad.
correct. That,
Yeah, it's sad but true.
okay. Christine, can you ask a question, please?
Hello. So, my question is I have been experiencing a lot of shifts in the past week. Well, since the first full moon of the month, and then the blue moon we just had, and then with the 6/6 portal, I've experienced two big shifts of things that were delivered to me from the universe as a test of, are you going to step forward and do this, or are you going to stay where you are? So I'm choosing to step forward. But my question is, what frequency, what number hertz do you recommend for me to listen to in order, because I listen to frequencies every day. It's part of my routine. But I'm having a little trouble staying grounded and anchored into this new timeline that I've just jumped into, basically.
Wow.
So I would like to know what hertz can I listen to that you guys can think of to help
For
my body integrate these changes and help me handle them.
Well, I will happily answer this one since the perception of this channel has a much more informational database that for when it comes to perceived mathematics and numbers. Now, operating at a certain number of hertz perceived, the channels listened to many different frequencies before. but he never keeps track of the hertz. So I am only receiving an intuitive message as let's see. Blending down to ground. Is it something you want to help you ground into?
Yes, like I did some grounding this morning, actually a couple times today, and I just feel like usually I can feel pretty quickly that it's helping align my energy. But these past, oh God, here he goes. These past couple times, I have not felt like I got the grounding that I need for these two big shifts. Like I'm going to be speaking in front of 200 people in 2 weeks. I got asked to do that, and I said yes. I was like, okay, this is the universe giving me this opportunity right now to take a step up. So I said yes. The past 2 mornings, I wake up and I'm like, holy shit, what did I say yes to? Like, oh, let me get my.
Perceptive of the hertz. Let's analyze the data. The channel has different data of the hertz. For the connector grounded directly into the Earth reality will require a perceptive hertz of
Would it help for me to tell you what numbers I normally listen to?
sure.
528. But at night, sometimes there's a mixture, I think, between like 999 hertz, sometimes higher. And others I listen to, I'm not sure what they are.
Are those ones the more intense ones that are
Too much?
so? Then now it also has to mean that roughly perception.
Or should I be listening to root chakra frequencies, like the lower chakras? Should I be listening to that kind of thing for the grounding? Just to keep my nervous system in check, basically.
The root chakra, based on the channel's understanding, the root chakra has to do with grounding from the channel's understanding of chakra systems.
Yeah.
So it will potentially work in that aspect as well as a perceptive frequency of perhaps in a perceptive frequency that's a lower dense frequency, perhaps slightly below, slightly above 90 in a way. It's in a perceptive. We're trying to analyze certain frequencies, but the channel of memory banks is trying to analyze every single thing you listen to, but yet he can't remember what they all stand for.
Yeah, that's okay. I
But
appreciate
yet if we want to go but yet the root chakra is connected to the idea of grounding the self into the earth. So yes, that would work in that way for those who want to per se ground their energy and allows connect all to the root chakra, allows to connect all the way to the self.
Yeah, I usually do that visually while I'm sitting outside I will do the
The
visual
channel,
process.
yeah. The channel
And-
connects to me through visualization. He visually visualizes the entity, symbols, or any type of thing that comes into his mind. He's perceiving, and that's how he connects to my energy and others. So, in a way, visualizing is actually the best option to and connect you with the self. Use that root chakra and ground it into the earth chakra.
That sounds good. Thank you.
And thank you both. Sonny, did you have anything to add on that?
Sorry, this channel isn't already to do with numbers and stuff like that.
Okay.
This is why I was the one that gave the answer based because the channel does a lot of studying as well, and Corey's knowledgeable about certain topics, so maybe he'll get to answer one of the topics that anyone asks from basically certain aspects.
Great. And that works because it's synchronous. So whichever one of you is best for that answer will be the one who will come forth. And I have a question because the dreams that I have been experiencing have had a greater depth than I ever recall having before. Like dreams where I am the observer and I'm watching myself choose different manifestations which will come into my life and pick them out. And I had an experience last night where I was viewing what I guess is kind of like sacred circuits, which were representative of various events. And it was just an energy that I was viewing. And then I had to tell whoever was showing them to me what that energy would manifest as in the physical reality.
I think the one where you're choosing certain things should be a look into the future. It should be like a future flash type thing.
Very exciting. Now, would that be something that I would be able to experience as a human?
Possibly.
Anything's possible.
Correct, yes.
What are you wanting to experience as a human?
No, I'm just curious if I have to die to experience it.
I don't think
No.
that to go that far.
If you're talking about if you have to die to experience that dreamlike reality, then no.
Okay, cool. Because I know I I'm sure there are many different factors which bleed into that or go into that.
It's a
Like
mistranslation from some of you humans on your planet that you have to die to experience that level. No, it's mostly about learning how to be integrated with yourself and allowing the manifestations to take place instead of forcing them.
Yep,
You're
to
forcing
accept
them,
all versions of yourself.
wonderful. And that's because in my interpretation that it's not only representative of my higher vibration, but of the vibration raising of or the raising vibration of the entire Earth collective and my soul path. So there's a lot of different factors which come into that. Is there any, I mean, do you guys have any information about the greater depth of dreaming? Is it just me, or is it something that's elevating for all humanity?
I'm not sure if I have an answer for that one. She
the
might, though.
dreams are connected to every aspect of you, but they also, if you want the close aspect of how we experience it, it's called lucid dreaming.
Oh, I know about that.
Yes, lucid dreaming is what we experience. We walk into our reality like it's a dream, and we can control what manifests much faster than what you and your reality, considering on a lower frequency, is on a much denser form. If you let go of those limitations, you can raise it up to a more of a level where you can experience that level of lucidity.
Complete and total control over what happens within our lives.
Cool. That's very interesting because I was told that I'm on a path to do lucid dreaming because many humans will be organizing groups in the dream states and will be connecting in that way, and then we will use that information in our waking hours to coordinate other things as well. I'm really looking forward to that.
Part of the transformation of humanity is to blend both the dream and the physical into one.
Make it all one big thing.
Do you have a specific time that we might be able to accomplish that? Is that part of the Great Reset? Does that need to
Yes,
happen before the Great Reset?
it will happen. It will happen. Maybe it will happen following the Great Reset. For once your society gets resetted, it'll allow your frequency to alter enough to experience this level of frequencies.
Yep, after hitting the big reset button.
Excellent.
Which would be considered in your year of 2050, so it'll be slightly after, where it'll become much more lucid following the Great Reset.
Excellent. Thank you both for that. And Christine has another question.
It's not really a question, it's just a comment about what Travis pretty much, or who he's channeling, pretty much said it, that I was told that when we sleep, when we're in that deep delta, I think it is, in that realm, that you're not dead. I mean, your heart's still beating, but your consciousness does go to a place where you can experience like that, and that's where the lucid dreaming comes in, or the astral travel. So if you go into a deep enough meditation where you've completely surrendered yourself to experience the meditation, that is almost like a lucid dream kind of experience.
Like going into a daydreaming stance where it's a lucid daydream.
Yeah.
And it connects you, for when you're connecting with the dream realm, you're actually connecting with the spirit in a sense.
Right.
That's the closest to spirit you're getting, is in your dreams.
Correct.
The dreams are the gateway to the spirit realm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's very exciting. And I love that quote that dreams are the gateway to the spirit realm. Thank you for that. That'll definitely make it into my description that I put on this.
Mm.
And I know that humans have a rough time conceptualizing what it will be like to communicate to the spirit realm because they believe that it's so different and they can't communicate with their loved ones now, but they can. They just believe that they can't, which forms a barrier. Would you
Yeah,
say that?
it's like they put up this wall that they can't. That makes them harder to experience the spirit world.
Have you ever had a dream with any of the loved ones who's passed away?
Yes, and I've had them come through during channeling as well.
When you're having that dream, when people have dreams of loved ones that passed away, they're actually connecting with those loved ones that already passed away.
Yeah, basically you're talking to that person in your dream.
Hmm.
That's what happened in when it sparked my awakening. I had a visit in my dream that when I woke up, it was like, what did I experience? And
Oh
from this
wow, that must have been
forward,
exciting.
meditations started entering my path, and it's just been life changing. That was in 2016.
Must have been so exciting.
Yeah, it's still, I remember it vivid to this day.
A year after the channel graduated from high school.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christine. This is also exciting, and thank you all very much. Like when I had an uncle who was a favorite of mine who came through during one of my open invitation sessions, channeling sessions that I do. And I was so overwhelmed with love that I had to be regulated in some way so I could continue the channeling session because there was so much love coming through. And humans have no idea. You guys do, and your channelers do, about how much love is coming to us. And in my book, I wrote that open contact is a love story because the extraterrestrials, our galactic family, which are coming to us, want us to be able to receive the love energy that they wish to provide us, and they cannot do that until we can handle it. Is that your perception as well, ladies?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, we want to give you all the love we
It,
possibly can. But
it
it
can,
won't work if you guys aren't ready to accept that kind of stuff.
we are we connect with, yes, the channel connects with through the heart to heart. And if you remember the contact crystals, contact is from heart to heart. So in that way, the love that's coming through is unconditional. It's also an aspect of a certain perception of frequencies, the integrated. And the contact is a homecoming as well, because you're not just meeting beings from another world, you're meeting family.
Excellent. More people need to understand and integrate that concept as well. That'll dispense with a lot of fear.
One big happy family.
Yay. And it's growing.
Hmm.
The knowledge of it is growing. The family's always been there. Just that, talk about finding a lost cousin or uncle that you didn't know existed. We're learning about billions of other beings who are our family.
Mm-hmm.
That's so wonderful. Are you guys in touch with any beings which humans might not be aware of, like Loch Ness Monster or mermaids?
I know of a mermaid.
Oh, can you share more on that, Sonny?
Well,
Well, I don't really know her name, but I've seen her a few times.
Well, that's exciting.
mm,
What
I interact with Sasquatch. That's what I will say.
cool. That's very exciting. And more humans will be doing that before the Great Reset, we know, but we have to earn their respect and quit being scared and quit thinking violent thoughts when they show up. But they pick their spots very well, and they're going to be becoming more prominent as the
Well,
spaceships show up as
well,
well.
after open contact, you understand where their spots are located, and you also understand how to perceive and do things.
Violence leads to darkness.
Yes, it does. And we're here to bring more light. And you ladies are really bringing in a lot of light and wisdom for us. And we're all just enjoying this. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
Hmm.
My perception of that quote was was that it was based on the understanding of the Star Wars quotes.
Oh,
No, the channel was thinking more Kingdom Hearts, but you get the idea.
Yes, but it looks like it connected to that line.
From
That,
Yoda? Yeah, I know what
yep.
you mean.
yeah, to boldly go where no hearts have gone before.
Nope, that's Star Trek.
That's Star Trek, not Star Wars.
Not hearts. Okay, you're right. Never mind. But you at
No,
least you understood what I was not saying.
We get it.
unless you're quoting Star Trek, yes, Star Trek
Okay.
does have similarities and optimistic. But as I said, Star Wars is an aspiration of your past, and Star Trek is an aspiration of your future.
I
Well
gotta say, though,
put.
I do like the addition of the hearts line.
Yes, me too. Anything that has to do with open hearts and love, I'm in favor of it. So I'm assuming because of what Scarlett just said, that there were extraterrestrials that were involved with Gene Roddenberry and with all of the creators of Star Wars, George Lucas as
Mm.
well.
Are you perceiving another entity that told you this?
No, I'm extrapolating
I
from,
believe that one was. I believe that one was a casa.
oh, well, there you go. And like the hybrid children told me that, or told our group that Carl Sagan also had interactions with extraterrestrials in the dream world, but he never told anybody, not publicly, because he didn't want to be known for that. He wanted to be known for his scientific work.
So people know him for.
Being an astrologer, I mean, being not not an astrologer, but he did write the movie and the book Contact, which was very interesting. But he was an astrophysicist, I guess,
Yep,
an astronomer, not an astrologer.
perception.
Yes.
And what we understand is that your race is already exploring the idea from based on what the channel perceives, the idea of building a moon base.
To go with all of the other moon bases that are already on it and in it.
Yes, well, humans want a part since the moon is orbiting our planet,
Yeah.
your
Do we have,
planet to be exact.
and thank you for that. Do we have to wait for the Great Reset, or will that happen before that?
Well, technically, the moon base already has a plan, but there will be ETs assisting after open contact. Some have maybe assisting during, but there will be more assistance after.
Wonderful.
And
And
so the moon base will become much more bigger it's than the plan is at this moment.
that makes a lot of sense. It's got to accommodate more beings, and that means more atmospheres and environmental
Well,
controls.
you do want to start building that type of space you see where you can actually have colonies and colonize different places. But you also have to understand how that works.
Yeah, I don't want to step on anybody else's toes.
Because it works differently than in sci-fi because there are ways to colonize a planet and make it habitable that you don't understand at this moment.
Well, I'd be just happy if we can stop destroying the one that we're on.
Well, that's also what we're helping you with. We're
Yeah,
guiding
helping.
you to down a path where it can help you repair the planet, as well as uh, mostly beings connect planetary management. What Bashar said.
Guiding you to the light while accepting the darkness as well.
Wow, Sonny, you are quite a poet, I got to tell you.
Yes,
I did that a lot from Fiera.
Who's Fiera?
Fiera, didn't you speak with her?
Yes, we did. I just wanted to make sure because I don't always remember all the beings who come in, and there are other people who are
It's
listening.
the audio that the channel it's the audio the channel does.
Yes.
It's also
Okay.
like Tasha's a teacher of mine. Fiera is mostly a teacher of hers, of Sunny.
Yes. And thank you for that ad.
Also, we do trade. Also, they do trade us sometimes. Like sometimes I get teach by Fiera and she gets taught by Tasha.
Yep.
Cool. Whatever the highest excitement is, right? Or does it go by,
It goes by what we need to learn at the moment.
yeah,
Yep.
knowledge base? That's what I was going to say. And thank you for that.
Never got the better lesson plan.
So, what would you say is the most challenging part about, from your guys' point of view, or your lady's point of view, about getting humans to the point where we can have open contact?
The most challenging part is getting you all to cooperate in certain ways.
It's all you guys living with this simplistic, or what we like to call the easy lies.
Cooperation is also needed for a more symbolism, because at this moment, open contact seems a little bit more disruptive than it is helpful, because their disclosure needs to happen before we can introduce ourselves, because of that fact that you don't even understand what's being kept secret.
Humans need to look into themselves and accept all parts of them, even the ones they don't want to see.
And that includes our governments and the powers which control them and that sort of thing, not only our own
Yes,
fears.
it's
Yeah,
also going to be part of dismantling your current governmental structure. After disclosure, that will be the stage where your governmental structure become this more dismantled.
you gotta accept your true feelings, how you really feel.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to that, and I plan on being part of it. I know that
She
that's part
is
of my soul path. So
It seems Sunny connects more with the emotional side, while I'm giving you the informational side of of the data.
I had that thought myself, Scarlett. I think you guys are a great team. It's really working well on this end.
Well, maybe we'll do a co-op in the future as well.
You're like Batman and Robin, or
You know,
Batman and Robin. Yes.
it seems to me like we need to have another Hybrid Children Expo where we bring in a bunch of different hybrid children, and maybe the ones I channel can come in at the same time. We'll just have a round table. But wouldn't that be fun? Because all of the thoughts you guys would all be communicating 100 times faster than what the speech is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Technically, and technically, yes.
Hey, it's fun to,
For the amount of for the amount of information that's coming out, is also the amount of energy we are displaying through the channel.
excellent.
yep, indeed.
Yay. And I'm assuming that do any energy resonances occur with your channels once you guys leave, or you're already acclimated, or they're already acclimated to you?
Any energy resonance where
Well, when I channel some beings, especially new ones, after they leave,
There's some
that
energy left behind, right?
oh
yes, there's
yes, yes, there is obviously energy. I mean, the channel did mention that he does feel energy of the beings when they gas, and they still have communication with him telepathically.
right.
Yeah,
But
when I leave, we usually have to take a minute to reacclimate.
yes, till we regain for full physical function. And I get the feeling that I could force that, but who wants to do that? Just let it do its
Yes,
thing.
well, I'm also yes. Well, the part of the channel's learning curve is to let it happen naturally. The eye strain that happens on the eyes when they close is a safety mechanism that prevents the channel from opening the eyes. Because when the channel opens the eyes, he's more of himself rather than channeling my energy. Even though he can channel my energy, but he channels it through his own personality.
Yep, just let the energy take its course.
Yes, and that's the same reason why I close my eyes, because humans are optically centered. That's our main sense. And so it's easier to maintain that connection when we don't have those inputs taking up so much of our mental space.
Hmm. It's easier to focus when your eyes aren't darting around on everything.
Also, it's easier to focus when you just let the channel is learning the state of allowance, allowing the energy to come through instead of forcing anything.
Yep, so is this channel learning that same lesson.
Sounds like that's universal.
Yes, well, a state of allowance is how things work. You can't force things to happen.
You gotta let everything happen in its due time.
Even if you don't have time.
Well, time is only perception of the physical, but it happens all in perfect timing. It's just your perception of time shifts and you won't perceive it the same way you do in the future.
Yeah, I guess I was just being a little.
The soul is the timeless one. You are creating the illusion of time for experience.
And that's pretty much true for all physical realities, correct?
Yes, it's just the perception is different. Like how some perceive things, how higher frequencies perceive things more fluidly. Like it goes like we don't perceive the we perceive the past, present, and future all as one. It's like perceiving time altogether. When you reach a higher frequency, you start perceiving time as one.
It's best to take your time because, as humans sometimes say, you have all the time in the world.
Wonderful. Do, do you guys interact with the orbital bodies of our solar system as well? Like we
Sometimes
talk to soul, to the sun consciousness and that sort of thing?
we can
Sometimes.
communicate with those. We do communicate. We also communicate with the Earth soul.
That's wonderful. Can you tell them we said hi?
Mhm.
Sure.
I know I can do that myself, but it popped in my mouth or had
Well,
out my mouth. So
technically since everything connected telepathically, that would mean that they already heard the message.
So they already know.
I wish our mail service was that fast. Excellent. This is so exciting. Can you guys talk about the dissolution of religion after open contact because its true form and its true control mechanisms will become apparent and that will become unacceptable for many.
I'll let her tell you about that. I'm not too keen on religion.
To team, well, I'll only explain it from a perspective that is encompassing. The religion is only mixed truths. You once disclosure happens, you'll come to understand the one total truth. And it'll be like encompassing all of reality at once. And some of you will not be able to handle it because the idea that ETs gave you genetics and alter it, but at the same time you're a greater being is also not what humans perceive at this time, and that will cause a ripple effect that will shift the fabric of religion around the entire planet, not just one religion, but all.
So, and that makes a lot of sense because that's how we end up getting the unified consciousness, not only with
Everyone
the,
together all at once.
yep, with all forms on our planet, not just the humans. So that's when our we'll really be cognizant of our synchronicity because we'll want to do things and then right when another being will need help, we will be there to assist.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Everything
Wonderful.
always on your face.
Connection.
This is so exciting. Thank you so much for both coming. Christine, did you want to comment on that or?
That we're seeing the light codes coming through Travis's curtain. Yeah, that's beautiful. I get my signs every day through reflections of the sun beaming off of things, and that's a huge one right there.
The
Yeah,
signs of light are always the most bright.
yep, sure.
Wow. I was going to say, if there was a hallmark for hybrid children, Sonny, you would be one of their top assets. I might just have to get a couple of snippets and just list a bunch of those. I mean, the facts that Scarlett's bringing through are amazing, but the emotional impact of what you are saying is excellent as well. So
The
thank you both.
difference perception is the translation within our frequency as we only can translate with what the channel understands in certain vocabulary. And based on him, he understands more emotions than he does informational wise.
I
And
like to
because of
stay in
his
the
understanding
emotional
of
range.
emotions, it helps for Sonny to translate that aspect of emotions.
I like to stay in the emotional range.
Wonderful. Do you guys ever have what we would consider disagreements?
No,
Not really.
it's not the same as your reality. We do discuss things and stuff like that, but we already know what aspect is true and what's not.
Right.
Exactly.
And you're accepting of all preferences because that's the loving thing to do. You're not judging
Unconditional
anyone.
love.
We
Yes.
accept all preferences without question or uh, lost it. Dang it.
Accepting without judging.
Yeah, I was going there, but I couldn't think of the word.
Well, let's just go with the acceptance that without judging, since you're all aspects of the infinite, you're us. And in order for us to understand we love ourselves, we also have to love every aspect of ourselves, and that includes you guys.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yep. And our whole society, it just about is based on not only recognizing differences, but basing our opinions and our judgments upon them. I'm looking forward to unlearning that more myself and for our entire planet.
Hmm.
And you guys are going to be a big part of that because we can't bring in the other extraterrestrial races until we learn that. We have to remove that fear factor. And thank you both for being part of that.
We will
Yes.
take the darkness and shine it and show it to the light.
Take that, darkness.
Yes, and that's what disclosure is, because there is more than UFO disclosure. There is disclosure of everything behind the scenes. So it's taking the darkness and bringing it into light.
And I'm sorry, were you going to say something, Sonny?
I say we shine a little light on this subject.
Oh, see, using the channel sense of humor as her own.
Wonderful. It went over well. Well done. Now, the Hybrid Children I channel, they said that the governments are really going to be surprised about disclosure because they have certain plans and they want it to go a certain way. But there's nothing stopping any extraterrestrials who are involved from just showing up at a park and telling everybody the truth.
Yep. If I wanted to, I could go down there and just say,
Yeah.
hey, look at me. I'm an ET.
Great, come on down. I'll show you my flowers.
Okay. But as there are certain regulations and rules, only timing is understanded. That's why you have to. That's why we cannot interfere unless the timing calls for it.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta follow the guidelines.
Yep, I'm do not wish to interfere. I'm fully capable and in favor of letting it unfold the way it unfolds. And I have tremendous faith in that. I also have a belief that I will experience my own personal contact before open contact.
Hmm.
Mm.
And
I
that
mean,
is
it's quite possible.
and that is in a way aligned with your truth, and you will know when it's and you will also be guided through it as well.
You'll be shown the truth and guided to it.
Thank you. Yeah, because I was looking, obviously, that was a subtle way of asking for confirmation, and thank you both for dodging that so eloquently.
Yes, well, if you remember if you remember exploration, we cannot give all the answers for you.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
you gotta find some for yourself.
We already have them all anyway. We're
Yes,
just
but
enjoying this
that's why
interview.
we're not going to. That's why we are not going to give them, because if you have the answers, then you have them.
Well, and you have to follow protocols. I mean, it's part of the plan. And I think it's the
Yes,
open
well,
contact plan and progress is so masterful. I'm always in awe of the coordination which goes into that. And so
Yes.
many, you're always playing the best probabilities to get the results which you want. And I'm saying you as in a larger context of non-humans, and that includes humans as well.
It's all part of the master plan.
okay.
Dun dun dun. The programming of this game.
Mhm.
You ladies are such fun. This is such an enjoyable evening. Thank you very much
Yes,
for being
and
the highlight of my day.
I think this is the most Travis has channeled a particular individual being.
Well, Travis is going on 2 hours.
Yes, well, this is the most Travis's channel. Travis already pushed Corey to 2 hours when he speaks to other beings.
Hey, it's all growth and expansion, right? And if it wasn't something you enjoyed, you wouldn't be doing it.
Yes, and that's exceptional. And we thank you for allowing the channel to extend the time so we can stay in this state a little bit longer. Because we always
If you
wanted to do that.
enjoy what you're doing, you're not really working.
That's it. And thank you both for giving us this opportunity of coming in together. Oh my gosh.
Hey, no problem.
Yes. I mean, we knew that you guys were, very close as humans, and we had an idea that you were very close from our previous conversation when Corey and Travis were both present in our session. But this is fantastic. The interplay between you two is a delight to experience, I got to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else that you guys would like to share with us? Or you ladies would like to share with us? Pardon my vernacular.
I would say make sure to always accept yourself, even the darkness within.
Well, I was going to say to be yourself, but we also want to say that allow the connection to the earth and the stars to guide your path.
Wonderful. I'm good at that. My intuition has been leading my life since the late 1980s, so I got 35 years of that.
All right. Good day.
Mhm.
And good day,
Bye.
Scarlett. Thank you. Are you going to hang around, Sonny?
Nah, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Well, can you say bye to Travis first? Because he's back.
Bye, Sonny. I'll speak to you again through
Yep,
Corey, maybe
sure
during one
thing.
practice session.
Thank you. Bye, Sonny. Well done, Travis. And well done, Corey.
I came back quicker than I normally do because sometimes a little blurry, but now I came back a lot faster.
Yeah, and you still have a lot of energy too. I mean, you're hyped.
Well, I always get a boost of energy whenever she comes through.
It shifts in energy frequency, and normally I would be this hyperactive when I was a child because I was diagnosed with ADHD. I was a hyperactive child.
Yeah, both are not right. Yeah.
Cool. And then thank you guys not only for coming through with that, but agreeing to do that in advance because I wasn't sure. I know we had talked about it, but I just wait for you guys to tell us who's coming through. So it was a pleasant surprise, I got to tell you.
That's why I didn't say anything because me and Corey knew who we were bringing through, but we just didn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it as a surprise.
Yes. And we're glad to open up that gift, I got to tell you. And such a wide variety of topics were covered too. I mean, you guys were both wonderful.
Say
We
once, I'll say it again. The best kind of prize is a surprise.
Okay, that's Corey's favorite saying, I think. You know what? Maybe I need some water to rehydrate myself.
I think we all need to do that, especially in this energetic day and age which we agreed to incarnate in.
Also, I have my fan running because I'm obviously not going to be able to channel for 2 hours in a hot, heated room.
Yeah,
My heart is beating it rapidly, quickly right now.
Are
cool.
you? I'm sure you're all right, Corey. Right?
Oh yeah, I'm just super excited.
Okay, you were excited. Okay, that's a good thing.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, I'm going to call this session a wrap and we're going to keep on talking.